going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live screens when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. People, we highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channels down there strolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building, and make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. Welcome to the OBF The Network, people. We're about to get busy in here. Listen. So the Democrats started off their little convention or whatever they do every, election cycle. And they decided to Nah, I gotta look at it. Shout out to my little brother LT, man. I gotta look at it. What, you sent it through the messenger? Let me see something. I've been busy, bros. I ain't been checking shit really too much. Let me see something. Oh shit. Wrong fucking phone. Damn, I ain't even got none of my phones down here. Oh no, I do. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard about this. I gotta look at that. I might do that. I might do that. I might look at that. I'm gonna look at it. I heard about that. And I ain't get a chance to look at it. But anyway, people, they did their little Democrat thing. And Biden started off yesterday, and a couple other people and shit. And Megyn Kelly decided to act like she actually really give a fuck about Joe Biden. And it's actually highly disgusting. She had a lot of racist shit to say. She's just a racist anyway, but she decided to pretend that she act like she gave a fuck about Joe Biden, and we're going to debunk all that bullshit. But anyway, let's move on.
It was bad enough they had him booked to speak on Monday, which is where the C-stringers go, but they moved him. He got delayed right out of the prime time by a lot. In fact, so much so that his speech ended on day 2 of the convention. They did not put him up there until 11:30 East Coast time. I guess they don't care if the people in Georgia hear him, the people in North Carolina hear him, the people in New York and D.C. who drive the news cycles hear him. Okay, fine.
First of all, Megyn Kelly, let's just be real. Shout out to Biden for stepping down and understanding, and maybe he listen. He got pressured to step down. Okay. But sometimes when your old grandparents or your old uncles, somebody old, and they ain't right, and they get ready to fuck some shit up, you gotta step in. Okay? Biden might not have liked it in the beginning, but he didn't have no choice. He put the country in jeopardy by him continuing to run. Okay? Megyn Kelly. Not to be harsh to Joe Biden. Nobody gives a fuck about Joe Biden at this point. We moving on from Joe. Let Joe continue to spend his last couple of months of being presidential, holding the fort down. We moving on to bigger and better things. I know that it hurts y'all, Megyn Kelly, the megas, that you thought that you was just going to get an easy slide to y'all having control of the country. I get it. But don't act like you give a fuck about Joe Biden. You don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. And listen, and no disrespect to Joe, we don't really want to hear from Joe. I know I don't. I don't want to hear from Joe Biden. Joe, congratulations, you did some great things. Go live the rest of your lives out with your grandkids, great grandkids, and kids. Just live your best life. Don't want to see Joe. Don't want to hear from Joe, really. Excuse me. Now, my issue with it is, I don't know why the fuck Hillary Clinton out here. Would you trying to get a cabinet spot or something, Hillary? I don't want to see you a part of this administration at all. We are in this position because of you and people like you with this Trump shit. So no, I don't want to see Hillary. Now, if you got a problem, I don't want to see Hillary. Listen, Joe wanted to do him a little speech before he go, fine, but I don't give a fuck to see Joe. Either way, he want to do a speech, or he don't want to do no speeches, and he want to just chill out. Excuse me, people, my allergies acting up. Either way, I don't really give a fuck. But don't act like you give a fuck about Joe. Come on now, let's move on.
Hey, fine, it's your party. It's not so
It
much.
is.
It was way past the guy's preferred bedtime. I mean, we heard him himself on that call with the governors. when he was
I'm trying to think. Listen, how are you concerned about Joe, but you still disrespecting him? Anyway, let's move on.
to assure everybody he could do a second term, saying, I really can't do things past 8 p.m. anymore. I'm going to make sure I don't do that. And what do? They book him to start at 10 and they don't let him start speaking until 11:30. Instead, we heard a long list of no names get up there trying to make their own. Who wanted to hear from Chris Coons, for the love of God? Who gives a shit what he has to say? Put on Joe Biden. He's the sitting.
First of all, bitch, you only want Joe Biden so y'all can make fun of him. So that's number one. Number two, Megyn Kelly. On Real Talk, nobody really want to hear from you other than stupid right-wingers. Your takes is bogus. Your takes of how political shit works is stupid. It's ignorant as fuck. And it's racist and bigoted. Nobody really wants to hear from you other than people that think and speak the way you speak. Nobody really wants to hear from you. That's why your ass don't got no. That's why your ass ain't on regular TV no more. On regular cable, I'm sorry. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Megyn Kelly, but the stupid people that think like you. Megyn Kelly, let me ask you a question. The people that you just mentioned that nobody wanted to see and hear from, right? Why is it that they was speaking at the Democrat convention and you didn't at the Republican mega thing? Huh? Megyn Kelly, you are lower on the totem pole over there with Mega. Nobody likes you, really. I can't understand if a person disrespects you the way Donald Trump did, and a lot of them megas was riding with him, that you somehow, some way come out sucking Donald Trump dick again. Where's your morals? Where's your personal, I am a woman, courage and bravado and all these other things that you think that you are? This confidence that you like to present that you have. Where's all that? Where's your dignity at? You back kissing and sucking Donald Trump dick again. Out of that man disrespect you. And no lie to you, Since he disrespected you that time, you've been going down. To now you on YouTube with the rest of us. You remember you used to call us low lives and shit like that. But you down here with us. You thought you was the shit. Now you're down here. Megyn Kelly, please stop acting like somebody actually genuinely cares to hear what you have to say. Those people at the DNC, they did what they did. They put whoever they wanted to put up there. Listen, y'all motherfuckers had Hulk Hogan. Fuck who we talking about? These motherfuckers had Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan raced his ass. And you talking about other people? Were the Democrats allowed to be on stage? Y'all had Amber Rose. Amber Rose? Boy, these people, they gone, people. They gone. Let's move on.
Sitting president. I'm not his chief defender, but it's the least you could have done. Just to pay the guy his respect for a lifetime of service to the Democrat Party.
First of all, you don't even respect Joe Biden. Fuck him being a Democrat. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of John McCain. But you don't hear me disrespecting John McCain. That man's dead. I don't disrespect the dead. When the man was alive, all I brought up was facts about what the man has done. Never knocked the man for his service to the country, in war, in the country for sitting on in the Congress. Never disrespected it. I just broke down facts of things that the man did politically. Never questioned none of that. You support a candidate that disrespected a man, a war hero. And you're mad that the Democrat Party, from your thought process, they disrespecting Joe Biden? You disrespect Joe Biden more than the Democrat Party is. Just going off your point of view. Or what you saying out your mouth, which is idiotic. You disrespect that man's service. Nobody disrespecting Joe Biden's service. You bitch and complain the man can't speak like that. All right. And first of all, the Democrats can do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's their convention. It ain't y'all shit. It ain't that Klan rally shit. See, when you look in the Democrat conventions, you see all races of people, all different types of people, and all people with different, calling themselves different genders or whatever. That's all there. When we watched the RNC, we seen a bunch of clowns and Klan members and some coons and some sellout minorities. And it wasn't even a whole bunch of them. That shit was a Klan rally. Please don't sit here and judge the Democrat shit, bitch. And I ain't even a Democrat. But I'm voting for Democrats this term around. Unless I hear a Democrat candidate says that they racist or they said some racist shit, then I'm not voting for them. That's the only way I ain't voting for them. But other than that, I'm voting for a Democrat. I cannot allow, and people should not allow Republicans to bamboozle us into thinking that they actually give a fuck about the rest of America. They do not. We are at war. We are not one. You motherfuckers want us to be like y'all. That's not America. That's not a democracy. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all don't believe in that anymore. So I'm just speaking foreign language to you now at this point. The fuck out of here, Megyn Kelly. You support racism, bitch, and you trying to sit here and act like your points of view make some sense. Whatever. Democrats do whatever the fuck they want at their convention, bitch. Y'all had Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose there. Come on now. Let's move on.
But no, they needed to put the final treads on Joe Biden's back. That's amazing. He got up there. There wasn't exactly a passing of the torch. He did say some nice things about Kamala. His proudest thing was to make her his vice president, and that, he saved democracy. She's going to preserve it. But the speech was mostly focused on his own lengthy political career. It was his swan song moment. And for most of it,
and which it's supposed to be. He's still the president. And he can't glorify, he can't stun on motherfuckers. Look, this is what I did in my career. Pop his motherfucking collar. You got a problem with that? Megyn Kelly, make up your mind. Just listen, Megyn Kelly. Just admit you hate people that ain't like you, and that don't think like you. Just stand on it. Stop pretending that you like other people. I don't know why you megas pretend you like others. You don't. You think us that are okay with gay people, we're pedophiles. So, come on. Like, stop it. Stop the nonsense shit. Let's move on.
Most of it, he was shouting at us as Dark Brandon returned. Like, there's the Bruce Wayne and then the Batman character. Only Batman is a lot cooler than Dark Brandon.
First of all, bitch, why y'all up? Listen, they are fictional characters. They are not real. Oh, I forgot. Y'all live in La La Land and shit. Y'all believe in a God y'all ain't never seen before. Ain't never talked to him or nothing. But you believe in it. You believe in y'all God. Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. You the same bitch that was on Fox News talking about Santa Claus is white, which is a fictional character somebody made up. Just like the movie shit you talking about, bitch. It's all made up. Do you even speak in reality at all? Anyway, let's move on, man. Maybe it's just me.
And, well, the darker version of Joe Biden was there for virtually the entire time, railing against former President Trump.
And listen, and can we just say this about Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly looked like Skeletor, a fictional character. Y'all remember He-Man and Skeletor? That bitch looked like Skeletor. I'm dead serious. Look at Megyn Kelly. That bitch look like Skeletor. That bitch look like she only weigh about a pound. Bitch look anorexic. Like, come on. She got a nerve to talk about people and shit like that, bitch, and you out here looking like Skeletor. In the face. Body look like a toddler. Shit, fucking a toddler weigh more, like they weigh more than you, what you look like you weigh. You know this bitch skinny when you can see her. You know this bitch is too goddamn skinny when you can see her Adam's apple. Or the bitch look like she got Adam's. Come on, you know what I'm saying, people. This bitch, she ain't all that. All that damn Botox.
And doing so with over and over and over again, lies that have been debunked.
Donald Trump said, and I quote, "There are very fine people on both sides." My God. That's what he said. That is what he said and what he meant. His own chief of staff, 4-star General John Kelly, that Trump, when in Europe, would not go to the grave sites in one of them in France. The brave service members who gave their lives in this country. He called them suckers and
Now, I just want to be honest. Love the Joe. Glad he retired. This is why Joe Biden can't run for president. It's not because of the stutter. Joe had a stutter before, but he could control it a little better. He worked on that shit. He got older. He can't control it no more. So, shout out to Joe, but this is why, Joe. This is why Trump was whipping your ass. An insane racist piece of shit like Donald Trump was beating you. Just saying. Let's move on, man.
suckers and losers. Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is? He's promising a bloodbath if he loses, in his words.
I mean, like, literally none of that is true. All of it is out of context.
First of all, is it? First of all, is it not true, or is it out of context? I can't stand when people do that shit. See what it is? The shit. Listen, if it's true or a motherfucker is telling a half truth, when somebody tell a half truth, to me they're lying. It ain't taken out of context. No, listen, sometimes some shit people can take it a certain type of way. It ain't taken out of context. First of all, Donald Trump on national TV said it was good peoples on both sides in Charlottesville. I heard that. Motherfucker, listen. This ain't no shit that happened so far in the past I can't remember. The man said it. And then he tried to like catch himself from doing what he did, right? Try to catch himself. He tried to say it was good people on that side. Let me explain something to y'all people. Let me explain something to you. If I go to a march, right, on some injustice shit that happened to our people, and motherfuckers start looting and rioting, I'm out. That's how that goes. I ain't sticking around. Because I don't want a motherfucker think that I'm a part of that bullshit. Now, all those so-called good people who was on the other side with the Nazis that Trump claimed that was there, he ain't talked to nobody. He ain't seen nobody. That's the hypocrisy of it. But they should have left. All those good people that was there should have left. You know what happened? Prime example. I'll give you a prime example of it. When them motherfuckers started doing that shit on January 6th and they rushed the Capitol, you see some of them goddamn Trump supporters say, nah, we ain't doing that. But they still was bigging them up. So that shit Come on. So you don't get no pass. But that's what I'm saying. They stopped. They didn't go in that motherfucker. That's why they ain't get charged. But they still defended. So they just, it doesn't even matter that they didn't go in there. You still defend it. But you get my point. If you see some fuck shit happen and you ain't on that shit, you leave. You don't stick around. Come on, man. Listen, people, no difference. Another example, real quick. When I was in the streets running with my niggas, and them niggas got in the shit, I could have been like, nah, man, I ain't doing that shit. I had a choice, but I chose not to. I chose to ride with my niggas. Offer Lord to you, whatever, however I want to explain it. But I made the choice to stick around and be a part of that shit. It would fuck shit over if it wasn't. But I ride. So regardless if I didn't want to do it, I still did it. I still stuck around. So just because I ain't want to do it, that don't make me a part of it? The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's not that type of fucking train of thought is not reality, people. These people live in la la land. So that was number one that Trump did. So that was actually factual. The number two thing, the whole thing about the France shit when he was over there or whatever, he was over there and he's supposed to go see, you know, to the grave sites and shit. Listen, did he go? No. He didn't go. So we can all assume that the motherfucker said this shit that Kelly said. But anyway, shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? Motherfucker out here acting like we stupid and shit. Like, yo, my IQ is decent, okay? My shit, I'm not a low IQ mega. I'm nowhere compared to that low IQ. Well, not having the IQ or whatever. Like, the fuck out of here. I can hear, listen, people, listen, my sight is a little fucked up, but I still can see some shit. I still can hear. My wife said my hearing is a little off because I like loud shit, but I've been liking loud music all my life and listening to shit loud. It's just a habit I got. But anyway, my daughter's like that too. My daughter can hear very well, but she like shit loud. She can be in the motherfucking living room and that shit be banging through the house. Her shit louder than everybody in the house. But anyway, let's move on.
Fine people on both sides. I mean, how many times does that need to be debunked? Including by Snopes, which is the Democrats' favorite fact-checking machine. He keeps telling, he doesn't give a shit. It's like the alternate realities, according to Joe Biden. Where are all the excited fact-checkers? Where are they? Come on. Come on. You love to fact-check everybody on the right.
Because he didn't lie. You're lying now. It's just like the same shit about the election. You lie about the election was stolen. So, I mean, come on, Megyn Kelly, your credibility is trash. You still believe the election was stolen in 2020. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even live in... Man, these MAGA people don't even live in reality. These little racist pieces of shit don't live in reality, but they trying to question everybody else shit. You don't even live in reality. You don't speak in reality. You don't live in reality. Megyn Kelly, when the last time you was next to a person that was homeless? You don't even live in reality, bitch. When the last do you even go to homeless shelters and donate? I mean, do something. Like, we don't hear nothing. Stop, Megyn Kelly. God damn, you entitled racist white bitch. Yes, and I called her a bitch. Fuck that bitch. I don't listen, when I don't have respect for you, I'll probably call you a bitch. Or a pussy ass motherfucker. Cause I mean what I say. I don't respect Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly is a racist. This bitch had a primetime show and said on a primetime show and say she sees nothing wrong with blackface because it's Halloween. So fuck what black people feel. Fuck American history, or fuck even black people's history in this country, how that makes black people feel when we see that shit. But anyway, let's move on.
Hey, do your business. Bloodbath? He was talking about the economy and what was going to happen in the auto industry if that was Trump talking, if Joe Biden got reelected. We know all this. Dictator on day one was said jokingly, laughingly to Sean Hannity on camera about what he would do at the board.
First of all, bitch, you can say all that shit all you want. Oh, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. But we have seen Project 2025, bitch. So that's number one. Then number two, let me explain something to you, Megyn Kelly. This is how hypocritical you are and how phony you are. If Joe Biden came out just jokingly, said, if I get to be president again, I'm going to be a dictator for 1 day. Fuck a 1 day, a minute, an hour. You would have lost your fucking mind. Fuck out of here, bitch. Words matter. And see, we live in this time now where people just say whatever the fuck they think they can say. Because if they say, oh, it's my right to say it. Well, okay, well, saying shit got consequences. Think about it, people. It's your right. You work a 9-to-5 job. It's your right to go in there and tell your boss, man, kiss my ass. And see what happened. But it was your right. After you leave, you say, it was my right to say it, my First Amendment right. And see what happened. See it won't be no consequences for your goofy asses. If anybody try to go do stupid shit like that. People walking around here pretending that they can just say whatever the fuck they want and there ain't no consequences for it. And then when consequences happen, I can't believe this happened. Really? Okay. People, I was at work. I don't know if it was it yesterday? No, it was the day. I'm sorry, it was the day. It's been a long day for me. It was the day. And usually we can go in there, we have like shirt like this and maybe some basketball shorts on, different color, right? Getting complaints or Amazon, whatever, right? They cracking down on it. You can't wear certain shit. It's motherfuckers sitting there bitching, complaining about that shit. And I'm like, yo, they're listening to y'all, man. It's a white girl that work with me. This chick don't get no routes. And the reason she don't get no routes because she complain about shit that she don't need to be complaining about. Just saying shit. People just think they didn't just say shit. Sometimes just shut the fuck up. I always told y'all, one of my gifts is I work around fuckery. You put some rules in that, listen, nigga, I will go to the edge to try to break that shit because that's just who I am. But not even try to break it. It's just like, all right, well, y'all said this. Well, listen, I ain't crossed the line. I ain't break the rules. I just did it in a different way. Cause see, I'm a leader. I don't like people just telling me what the fuck to do all the time. Especially when it doesn't make any sense to me. And especially if you're gonna make my fucking job harder. So I told him, I say, hey man, well y'all better be giving us. See, everybody was there bitching, complaining, oh, we gotta wear uniforms and all that shit. I said it straight like this in the meeting. I said, hey man, cause we had these thick ass shirts. It's hot outside, man. We can't be wearing that fuck. It's like cloth. Can't be wearing that shit, man. We fuck overheat, man. It's hot as shit out there. I was like, hey, so I guess y'all gonna be getting some new shirts other than them cloth shits. And all the supervisors, all the boss, everybody look like, I guess Kenny right. Like, nobody be thinking. They just complain and they say shit. You can work around the fuckery. I don't mind wearing a uniform. But that shit ain't gonna overheat me. You ain't out there. Y'all sitting here, y'all ain't even wearing the uniforms. Fuck y'all gonna be trying to make us do it. But see, that's what comes with a fucking leader. You don't sit there and bitch and complain or just take that shit. No, you figure out, hey, all right, I'll work with you. But tell me how I'm gonna be out there in the fucking heat. It's 80-something degrees in the morning. 12 o'clock come, it's like 90, close to 100 fucking degrees outside. In them trucks, I know it's 100. Over 100. And y'all want us to wear these thick ass collar Amazon shirts, cloth shirts? Fuck out of here. Y'all gotta work with us on that, man. Y'all not gonna overheat us. Plus, a dude down here in Baltimore just died. Trash one of the trash dudes. I'm going to blame people. It's been a long day for me. He just died last week. Motherfucker talking about these guys, they outside in the heat all fucking for hours. And y'all only giving them 2 15-minute breaks? And a half an hour lunch? In the heat? Man, get the fuck out of here. That's why I tell people, my first hour and half, nigga, I take a 30. I take my lunch break early. I take that bitch, because I used to didn't do it. I used to take it later. I take that shit early. Take that shit a half an hour. Take my half an hour around 1:30. Fuck out of here. And then right after that, the next hour go, I take another 10. And then at the hour go from there, I take another 10. Then an hour go from there, I take another fucking 10. The fuck out of here. I'm not going to overheat myself and fucking pass out. My whole point is, people, excuse me. My whole point is, you can't bitch and complain about shit, right? But at the same time, don't stay silent. You have to think. It is no company that you will work for that gives a fuck about you really like that. They only give a fuck about the product going on. Even the supervisors and the managers, they pretend they care. They ain't doing your job. And if they used to do it, they used to do it. They're not doing it anymore. They don't give a fuck about you. You got to give a fuck about you. And understand, you have to work with the company. You look at, I don't look like motherfuckers is my boss. We partners. And anyway, I'm partly independent anyway working there. So I never looked at a job in my I can say at least in my 30s. I never like looked at a fucking job at like, you my boss. No, motherfucker, we partners. Because the day I stop doing the good shit I do, because I'm a hard worker, the day I stop that, this shit crumbles. So now it's on you now. So whatever was on me ain't on me no more. It's on you. Because if I ain't doing a good job, you got a boss too. They gonna come looking at you. Y'all gotta think about that shit, man. Don't let people mistreat you, and don't stay silent, but don't bitch and complain either. Unless when you go there because you ain't complaining, you just speaking, right? Trying to understand shit and trying to compromise. But you got to use this. You got to have a plan when you go in there. You just can't be like, I ain't doing that shit. You got to figure out if that shit work or it don't work. Your job is already hard. I don't give a fuck. Any 9-to-5 person that work a 9-to-5, your job is hard. The manager, supervisor, they shit, it ain't what you do. I tell people this all the time. My schedule is set the way I schedule. I work the days I work, nigga. If I want to work extra days, I do it. It's all set up for me to do that. I don't have to work with people. I don't have to hear people complaining and bitching. My shit is set up the way I wanted it. So like in my 40s, nigga, I'm not, listen. Excuse me. My last job used to stress me a little bit. I tried not let that shit used to stress me, but it did. You don't, listen, I promised myself, when I got in my 40s, I was not trying to let a fucking job stress me. So I had to find a job that I like doing, but at the same time, I ain't got to be around a whole bunch of fucking people like that. Like, I'm around a lot of people, but I'm not interacting with you like that. With the customers. You ain't interacting with them like that, nigga. You dropping off packages, you out, nigga. I'm out. I'm gone. You talk to people here and there. Maybe gotta call a supervisor if a problem happened. Excuse me, but I ain't around nobody, nigga. Motherfuckers, when I go to work, motherfuckers be like, yo, nigga Kenny, man, that nigga don't be saying nothing to nobody. For what? I talk to the people I fuck with and like. I don't got time to be fucking with people that I don't like. I don't have to fuck with you. I'm polite. If you speak to me, I speak to you. But other than that, I won't talk to you like that. I won't have no conversation with you for what? I'm not here to be your fucking friend. Motherfucker, I'm here to do my job and go the fuck home to my family. I don't fuck about that shit. I don't want to hang with motherfuckers. I don't need that shit. People keep acting like they gotta be social. Nigga, I don't have to be social like that. You don't have to be social with people like that. It's not being antisocial either. It's just, yo, when you ever think about when you at certain jobs and you doing certain shit. I know I'm getting off topic a little bit, people, but it's around the same realm of what I'm talking about. When you are around a bunch of people at work and shit, and y'all just speaking and shit, the day one of those people that you been grouping and talking shit, right, to them, the day y'all fall out, they gonna use everything that you was saying with them against you and snitch on you to the bosses. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers like that. Cause you probably done said some fuck shit about the boss. Remember that. But I tell people this all the time. That's why when I speak, I say what the fuck I mean. And I stand on it. Now, sometimes I could be wrong about certain shit and people check me, and I'm good with that. But a lot of times, bro, when I say what the fuck I say, I mean that shit. So if I said some shit, it ain't behind your back, because if you ever said something to me about it, I'll tell you, yeah, I said it. I ain't no pussy ass nigga like that. Fuck that shit. I say that shit to your face. You think, cause I said it to somebody else and ain't said it to you. You think if you said something to me about it, I wouldn't say it to you. The reason I probably didn't say it to you because I already know how I may go. And like I said, I know my temperament. I know when I say shit, people don't always perceive what I say in a, I ain't gonna say a nice way, but kind of a way that I ain't trying to be on no bullshit with it. I'm just saying how I feel. But, you know, some shit you just don't say, though, to people. Regardless if you feel a way about them, you don't say it to them. You know what I mean? Especially if you ain't cool with them. If you ain't cool with a motherfucker like that, why would you even say certain shit out your mouth to a person? But that's why I said I don't be... Listen, man, you can't speak about certain shit about people that you're not tight with. Even the people that you tight with, sometimes you gotta hold certain shit back because, you know, like I said, you never know when you have a fallout with somebody and they use that shit against you. But like I said, I'm just the type of motherfucker, even if I do have a fallout with you, if you told them I said that and they come to me and say that ask me that I said, I'll tell you I said it. It just is what it is. But like I said, I usually just tell people how the fuck I feel. I ain't got time to be playing with people like that. But anyway, let's move on, people. I'm too old for that shit, man. I don't know. People, I don't know what it is. When I turn 40 years old, I just like, I'm not 40 now. I'm not exactly 40 years old, but I'm 43. But when I turn 40, I just ain't start. Listen, I don't got the patience to be bullshitting around with people, man. That shit is a waste of energy trying to, like, even play nice with people. Or if you ain't mad at somebody, or I get over shit now. Like, if shit ain't that serious to me, I might have been mad in the moment. But if, after a while, I let that shit go. That shit, you just holding on grudges and shit like that. Sometimes people, it's just, the energy of that shit is just fucked up. You don't want to deal with that shit. Like, that shit, it brings you down. Like, I don't want to be mad, like, or upset at some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Since I turned 40, bro, I just was like, I don't like living like that. But let's move on. Excuse me, people.
Do at the border, kind of like what Joe Biden did with all of his executive orders undoing Trump's border policies. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Despite evidence to the contrary, Joe Biden did want you to know he's really not angry about what was done to him at all.
See, it's been the honor of my lifetime to serve as your president. I love the job, but I love my country more. I love my country more. And all this talk about how I'm angry at all those people who said I should step down. That's not true.
Sure, Jack. And in perhaps the most stunning scene of the entire night, there was former Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Brutus.
And think about this. A politician, if you know anything about a politician, they don't always tell you exactly how they feel. Because they know the shit can look a certain type of way. right? So that's almost like a good and a bad thing about a politician. Joe not really fully telling the truth. I mean, we all know that. But what I do actually believe him on fully 100% is that, yeah, I love being the president. I love, you know, all that shit. But I love my country more. I believe Joe when he says that. That's probably the realest shit that you will ever hear from Joe. I actually believe him in that. Do I think that he ain't upset about motherfuckers telling him he got to step down and all that? No. But he a politician. And I told you, people, sometimes you can't say exactly what the fuck you really want to say. In the public sometimes. You get what I mean? That's why, like, sometimes, yo, I may say certain shit. But it's certain shit that y'all don't hear me say. Y'all be like, oh, this nigga Kenny be wildin'. But I know when sometimes to say certain shit and when not to. Not all the time, but a nice little percentage of the time. You have to know when shit is appropriate to say and not. And Joe understands that. Of course he's upset about that. Who the fuck wouldn't? Motherfuckers acting like, oh, because Trump would say some shit like that. Trump is a fucking psychopath. And who the fuck do Trump really cares about more? Do he care about the country more? No. He cares about him. You think Trump actually really gives a fuck about the 2025 Project 2025 agenda? He does not. He don't give a fuck about that shit. He doesn't give a fuck about politics, period. He give a fuck about him. Listen, if the Democrats would not have brung charges against him, I ain't gonna say the Democrats, I'm sorry. If the prosecutors did not bring charges against him, he wasn't in this jam. Trump wasn't gonna run for president. And I believe he might have, would have, a nice little small percentage that he still probably would have, because he felt like I didn't did all this fuck shit that I did and I got away with it. That's what type of, he is a psychopath. He don't have no empathy and sympathy for shit. He don't give a fuck about the rules, the law. He was already breaking the laws before he even was running for president. Trump, my opinion, Trump ran for president was because of the simple fact that he was getting made fun of. And he had this envy of Barack Obama. Genuinely. And he's a borderline psychopath. He thought he was more smarter than Barack Obama. He thought being a president was easy. The motherfucker said, I didn't know that healthcare was this difficult. But you a genius. The man tell us he a genius, but he didn't think that healthcare was this difficult. Can I just say this? You had Nixon and shit, right? And Nixon was a racist, a bigot, whatever you want to call him. But at least he was intelligent. Just want to be real about this. Trump is the dumbest president that ever have been in office. He is dumb. He's a fucking idiot. And we in 2024, and Megyn Kelly is sitting here pretending like this dude is smart. This is the same man that tried to sue the college, the high school of not putting out his grades. What candidate that has ever did that? That man is dumb. Donald Trump is a buffoon. He's a fucking idiot. He don't know shit, man. It's like when you hear Megyn McCain talk. She's not bright. It's just all what she's been taught. I mean, you can run to gangsters that can sound like that shit makes sense. Listen to Whack 100. Listen to how he says shit. It sounds like that shit, oh, it makes sense. No, it doesn't. He's a fake gangster. They got ties to a gang. That man is stupid. Whack 100 is an ignorant, stupid nigga. It is just some people out here that are just stupid. They logic never makes sense. And then they try to break shit down to you and they try to get you to think. Listen, it is people out here that are very good manipulators. But they're not smart. It was some shit he told Vlad. Was like, oh, you'll never understand on some street shit. I can't do certain shit. Can't do certain shit. Listen, I'm not listen, the gangs are different. I understand that. But if you ain't active, nigga, you're not a gangster. I don't know what the fuck is happening in 2024 where former gang members still trying to be gangster and talk that street shit and still try to live by them same rules of the street shit, and you ain't active. Nigga, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to say something. And then I'm still trying to figure out why is these so-called niggas that's not active anymore, right? Still sitting out here pretending they got ties to the streets. Like they head honcho niggas. So are you a part of the streets or are you not? Because I can be connected to the streets. I'm connected to the streets. But nigga, I don't know what the fuck going on in them streets. I don't know what the fuck going on. But I could make a phone call. I can holler at some street niggas. That shit easy work. What the fuck going on? What I need to know. That's easy. I can be protected by the streets if I wanted to. I ain't a part of it. I ain't active. I ain't did that. I ain't been active in 20 years. Over 20 years. Fuck am I still wanting to be a part of that? These niggas are buffoons, man. But let's move on.
Herself, waving a "We Love Joe" sign with the big smile, at least as far as the Botox would allow. like trying to look like she's his number one fan.
For Megyn Kelly, see, this is where you fuck up at. This is where you fuck up at. Talking about all the Botox she got. Megyn Kelly, you 50-something years old if I ain't mistaken. And we know, I'm ready to be ignorant. I'm getting ready to be ignorant, people. And I'm ready to be real disrespectful. And I don't want all white women to feel disrespected about what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm about to say it. We know white people do not age well. Don't age well. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi probably got some Botox. But Megyn Kelly, if we take that makeup off you, bitch, you don't look good either. You got Botox too. Fuck are you talking about? Listen. I tell you one thing. Even though Vice President Harris be putting some makeup on and shit, you can still see little wrinkles and shit how old she is. And she still look good. Man, Kelly, how about you stop getting Botox too? And stop putting so much goddamn makeup on and let's see how you really look, Skeletor. Nancy Pelosi is down there, 80 years old. I don't give a fuck. She want to get some Botox, she can get that. Listen, I tell you this, Megyn Kelly. I fuck Nancy Pelosi, but I wouldn't fuck you. How about that? And it ain't got nothing to do with her looks. Her principles better. Since you want to talk about looks, bitch. And I'm sorry to do that to the women, but I'm just saying, though. Because she want to go with the looks. Man, I'll fuck Nancy Pelosi. I'll take some of that golden older cougar pussy over some Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly like 50-something? Well, fuck her. Bitch looking anorexic. She make me want to throw up. Ugh. Fuck out of here. Bitch out here looking like Skeletor. Talking about somebody got Botox. Bitch, you look like you got Botox all in your face. Let's take that makeup off. But mind you, these are supposed to be women empowering women. But the first thing she goes to, and I told you, women be hating on women like that. I'm just telling y'all, they hate on women more than men hate on men. I'm just telling y'all on real talk. Because all women do a lot of the times is compare themselves to each other. See, men usually be, our comparison is what another motherfucker got. That's our shit. It ain't about really looks. What we can get. I mean, what that motherfucker got. But women, all they do, I'm not saying no, a lot of women, all they do is compare themselves to the next woman. How that woman looks. I'm telling y'all. That's why she went straight to like, all that Botox she got on. Megyn Kelly, you take off that makeup, you bitch, you will look bad. You are not that good looking. Bitch, you look like you don't eat. Megyn Kelly probably weighed about 105 pounds or some shit. You look at Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi about 130, maybe 40, and can get it. I'll take Nancy Pelosi any and every day to smash over Megyn Kelly. And it ain't even just because of the body shit. Her principles is better. The fuck out here, Megyn Kelly. Bitch, your principles bad and you look bad. And your personality is trash. And Nancy Pelosi is arrogant as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all about that. And I ain't the biggest fan of Nancy Pelosi. Don't get me wrong. But I'll take Nancy Pelosi personality over Megyn Kelly's. I'll tell you that shit. This woman, 80-something years old, and even if she taking Botox, and most likely she is, she still look like shit. Nancy can get it. Megyn Kelly, you wish you looked that good. I want to see you without all that. You talking about she got Botox and all that shit. I want to see you and God willing, you live that long to be 70-something years old and still look fucking pretty good. Because Nancy still look good. I don't give a fuck about that Botox. Now, if you ain't see, now Nancy probably don't look all that good without that makeup. But who the fuck does it? A lot of these women don't look good without makeup. Just being honest. Listen, I don't mind women wearing a little makeup. Some women be going overboard with that shit. I want to see a little wrinkle here and there and shit. I want to see the natural look a little bit. I want you, that's just me. Let's move on.
Wait till you, look at her. Front row. We love Joe. We love Joe. We love. It's like something out of a horror movie where the person's like, we love you, as they stick the knife in and turn it, and you're dying. And she's like, we love you.
Think about how psychotic she sounds. Because they talking about they love somebody. Because all y'all shit is about hate and doom. If you ever know, the RNC, all that shit was about. A lot of times you just heard about they was booing or they was damn near all you heard was like hating, like venom. And wasn't no joy. You watch the DNC shit, it's like it's joy there. Like it's love there. Even if you think it's fake love, at least it's love there. You look at the RNC shit, that shit was trash. Motherfucker sitting there, boo, boo. Yeah. All these motherfucking KKK chants. What the fuck? You know what I noticed about the Republicans and I got ain't even Republicans, the MAGAs. I just noticed them bitches, they always mad about something. They mad, listen, only time they smile is when they're disrespecting somebody else. That's the only time they happy. When they making fun of people or hurting people or trying to hurt people with words, that's the only time they happy. You watch DNC, these motherfuckers, they happy. People happy. The motherfuckers act like they don't like happiness or something. God damn, Megyn Kelly. And then you look like a fucking psychopath right here. This bitch look like a psychopath. Talking about Botox, bitch. I guess you ain't looked in the mirror. Anyway, let's move on.
Love you, but I love you. That's what happened there. It was the whole humiliation made me uncomfortable. I got to be honest. Something out last night to the effect of this, like watching a groom who was
Megyn Kelly. Not mine. I'm move on.
dumped on the morning of his wedding day, who then is forced to go to the wedding anyway and watch his bride marry someone else and cheer for it. That's how the whole thing made me feel. He didn't want this. He didn't want to be deposed from the nomination he had won legitimately. I get why it happened, but he didn't want it. He had to show up. He had to say nice things about
But you say it's legitimized. But then you still say and support a guy that says that the election was stolen. He ain't supposed to have been the president. My bad, people. The fucking internet is acting crazy. I don't know if it's a storm or something may be coming. But the internet been acting up crazy here. I don't know what the hell going on. Should been fucking up a lot of shit around here. Like even without cameras and shit. Fucking, let me see something real quick. Oh no, it ain't my internet. It's StreamYard. StreamYard's been on some bullshit. I may have to switch. StreamYards may not. I may not be fucking StreamYards. They gonna keep doing this shit. But anyway, people, my bad. I apologize. I may have to switch off a StreamYard. I may have to be getting some other shit. This shit been acting like this lately. But anyway. I don't even know what the fuck I was saying, people. Been a long fucking day for me, but anyway, let's move on.
things about Kamala. He did that, but they kept Grandpa in a green room for hours. 81 years old, well past Matlock, tapioca time, and then forced him to go out there at 11:30 East Coast time, which is his time. He lives in D.C. and Delaware, and do this speech. No wonder he was angry. President Biden now.
First of all, let me just say this. Listen. I noticed people in the age range of like, I say 40 and about around like the 55 range, right? It's like a 15-year thing, right? It's a gap, right? I notice it don't matter what race you are or you're a man or a woman. We have this thing of where we disrespect our elders, right? The young folks, I don't like they do it. A lot of them do it, but I get it, right? even when you get a certain age, like if you get like in the 60s, right? I see a lot of older folks in their 60s and up disrespecting the youth. And I don't like that shit. Like, but it's expected though when they do it, right? But it's this age range around like 40 and 55 where we just disrespect our elders. And I don't like that shit. Because we damn near get ready, God willing, to get close to being there. We should be congratulating that shit. But it just seemed like in that age range we disrespect. And I don't get it. Megyn Kelly, you are 50-something years old. I hope, right? Because I ain't as evil as you are. I hope when you get that age, people don't say the disrespectful shit you say about the elders now. I hope they don't do that to you. But I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. But let's move on.
Begins a week-long tour to support Kamala Harris. No. He's being shipped off on vacation. Vacation from what? He's literally been sitting in Rehoboth, Delaware for weeks doing nothing. We read you the Real Clear Politics rundown of his schedule in August. He's been doing nothing every day. President Biden's schedule, nothing. Like one phone call, one ceremonial appearance. So now he needs a vacation from all that.
First of all, I can't believe what you saying is true. But let's just go off your dumbass narrative. Okay? Megyn Kelly. That means the country is fine. That means that outside of the country dealing with allies and all other shit, a lot of shit ain't going the way it's supposed to go with some shit. But Megyn Kelly, what do you think the president does? I think a lot of people need to really think about that. What you think the president does? That's why he got staff members. That's why he has an administration of people. Like, it's a reason for that. What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck he gotta be on the phone talking to everybody for? Why the fuck his schedule gotta be crazy like that? The fuck out of here. We ain't getting no terrorism happen here other than domestic terrorism from our own. Yeah, there's wars going on outside of the country, but it ain't our business to a certain extent. We only can do what we can do. You bitch and complain we over there fighting all these wars without troops, our men, women, and children, and now that we ain't involved in no wars, you're bitching and complaining about that. We good, nigga. We ain't got to be out here fighting wars. A lot of this shit ain't our business. Like the nerve of Megyn Kelly. What the fuck do you want Joe to do? First of all, you want to compare to what Trump was doing? Okay, fine. Megyn Kelly, when Trump was in office, all this motherfucker did was tweet, do press conferences, and rallies. That's all he did. And eat cheeseburgers and drink Diet Coke. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, and when he was on the phone talking to all these leaders and shit, he was on there talking nonsense. telling them all our business. Telling them how much he loved the dictators. The fuck it. I don't know what a lot of people think that the president's supposed to be doing. The president don't supposed to be doing a lot of shit. Listen, we shouldn't even like we got so fucking animated, or not animated, but used to Trump when he was the president. Not my president, but he was the president. And he shouldn't be your president. He shouldn't have been your president. But I'm just saying, this motherfucker, all he did was do press conferences. For what? Just saying nonsense, goofy shit. Shitting on the media. Like, nobody, like, come on, bro. That shit is old. Nigga, I like my president not saying nothing unless something real is happening. But he got people in this administration that can come out and speak for him. Well, he ain't got to keep talking. Or if it's a she, hopefully, with Vice President Harris. I don't want to see her out there like that. Do presidential shit. You know, we do not need to see Vice President Harris if she got elected. Her doing all these press conferences. Nobody gives a fuck. Of it in the media. Of it in the media. Because you motherfuckers need something to talk about. I don't need to talk about Joe. I really genuinely don't. See, the problem with y'all, a lot of people, they think, oh, the president is this big thing. Yes, he's the president. But he has people to do the speaking. Listen to the people that he sends out there. Or she. Like, listen to that shit. You notice Trump wouldn't allow people to speak? He always got to do a press conference. He wanted to be beside them and speak. That's all he did. And he said a bunch of nonsense shit. The important people came out there and spoke that was qualified to speak about a lot of this shit. Trump come out that motherfucker and basically denounce everything they just said. And we got used to that shit. No, nigga, I don't need to hear Joe, nigga. And if Vice President Harris get in there, I don't need to see her either. Like everybody in the media, oh, we need to hear her plans and all this other shit. Listen, let me just say this. Listen. I get some of y'all how y'all feel about this shit. That y'all need to hear her plans and all that other shit. I actually don't. And people will say, well, Kenny, that is nonsense. That is ignorant shit. No, it actually isn't. Because what plans that she can say that y'all gonna really actually believe? She can go ahead and give you all her agenda. And you won't believe it until she do it. Right or wrong. So, I don't need to hear that. That's number one. Number two, first of all, excuse me. Second of all, why are we still talking about policies at this point? Her policies matter now? We have a fucking psychopath and damn near almost close to half of the country has lost their entire fucking mind, but you weren't about Vice President Harris' policies? She needed to do a press conference and set her agenda out of policies. Really? So she got to do that to make you understand what the fuck is on the other side. Okay. All right. A lot of people ain't that damn bright. And people, you know I'm about policies. You know I'm always about... This ain't the time for that shit. This ain't the time for that. This ain't the time for that shit. We got psychopaths trying to take over the country, and y'all worrying about policies. Okay. She got to set that agenda. Okay. All right. I'll tell you one motherfucking thing. You motherfucker, listen, a lot of you motherfuckers sitting there waiting on some shit, waiting on reparations and all that shit. Listen, nigga, we talk about that shit later. This ain't the time for that shit. Listen, all these policies that y'all want to hear from her to fit y'all narrative and be like, okay, that shit makes sense. You know all the shit that you want the other side want to take or not do for you. That's all you should know. She don't got to tell you what she gonna do. Shout out to my brother Talking in the building. What up, Talk? Make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother Talking and Grubbin Media channel, people. I'm a little fucked up today. Not fucked up, but I'm a little been working all day. I'm a little off. My brother Talking and Grubbin Media YouTube channel. Make sure y'all guys go over there and check my brother's channel out. He does the sports over there. But yeah, man. You motherfuckers want to sit there and play about politics. I mean, about policies. Okay, cool. I want y'all to understand something. If the Republicans take over the House, the Congress, and the presidency, the country is over. We back to being slaves. Whole bunch of people gonna get deported. Shit, you might be an American citizen and get deported because you don't believe in what they believe in. They might lock your ass up. But y'all worrying about her policies. Okay. All right, man. Like I said, people playing around with this election. And like I said, play around with it all you want. You will be slaves under this next administration. You think your job treating you like shit, or you think your job is treating you like a slave? Okay. Wait till the Republicans get in that bitch and they take over. Just trying to tell you. You already seen the Supreme Court justice. You see how they are. See how they acted. You playing. This ain't complicated, people. This ain't about, listen, it's about policies, but it's not really about policies. It's about morals. It's about giving a fuck about other people that's different from you. The other side saying, hey, you different and you don't line up to our values or what we think that you should do and how to be. Well, we're going to ridicule you. We're going to crucify you. We're going to throw you in jail. We're going to deport you. And we may kill you. Why y'all sitting here acting like this shit is complicated? You should be riding for Vice President Harris. I don't understand what the fucking complication is. We're not in the time right now where y'all can do that shit. Let's look at the candidates who good and bad. You already know who's bad. And if you don't know that, then something is wrong with you. You got one side saying we ain't living in a democracy no more. We don't want this shit. You got another side saying, hey, we want the democracy to keep going, but we want to keep fighting to change some things. That's it. It ain't nothing else. Fuck are y'all talking about? And as a black person in this country, none of these policies actually been great for us. Because we always have to share policies with everybody else. So, stop running around here as a black person acting like these candidates gonna give you something. Trump is lying to you Negroes if you think that you're gonna get some black shit. Because once they get in office, oh, nigga, all that black, nigga, you gonna be a house nigga. You gonna have to bow down, kiss the ring, and be a house nigga. They're gonna change the whole dynamic. Your kid want to wear dreads to school, that's out. All that shit out. Like they trying to change the school system. And y'all are sitting here acting like this is a policy thing with Vice President Harris. She gotta come out and say what she... Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing these stupid political games with some of these... with the AC Cup. That bitch is... Listen. That bitch side with racists. I don't give a fuck about her. Talking about that shit. First of all, I don't even like how she talked to black people. So, like, get the fuck out of here. AC Cup. Oh, whatever the bitch first name is. Fuck that bitch too. Bitch like a bodybuilder. Fuck out of here. Oh, she got to speak. That's no political. No, we don't got to do that political shit that you trying to do. It's not a both sides thing. It's not a both sides thing. And I'm sick of former Republicans, some of them, and I'm sick of MAGA people trying to sit there and act like this is a both sides thing. It is not a both sides thing. It is only one side that did an insurrection. It is one side that is okay with racists being a part of their party. What the fuck else do you need to know who you gonna vote for and fuck with? Listen, once we get a Democrat in there, then we can talk about policies. But if you put the Republican in there, we ain't talking about policies. We talking about war. Cause I'll be damned if a motherfucker gonna tell me how I gotta act because I'm not a Christian or I gotta bow down to white Christianity or white men. You out your fucking mind. My ancestors died for me not to go to feel this type of shit that y'all trying to bring back. Bitch, I die like how some of my ancestors died. What the fuck wrong with you? And y'all sitting here acting like this shit is like we supposed to, this shit like it's a both sides thing. It's not. Let's move on. Some of y'all, man, that shit crazy. I can't even understand some black folks. Like, what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? White folks, minority folks, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Some of y'all out y'all fucking mind. Y'all still listen, you only can feel that way because we still in a democracy. If that motherfucker take over, this shit is a wrap. Democracy is over. Yeah. Let's move on.
Who is president. Who is commander-in-chief? He's going to California. He's going to enjoy the beautiful sunsets, seashores. His party moves forward, though, with the coronation of Vice President Kamala Harris. And that's just the start of what we witnessed last night.
And it's supposed to be like that, Megyn Kelly. He not running for president, so he can't be president. We only got a couple of months. And I know why you even saying the shit you saying is because you're trying to say the same shit that Trump wanted. You really wanted Biden. You see how he is? Like we seen it. So you keep trying to push, the Democrat Party disrespected Joe Biden. No, nigga, listen, I'm going to vote for Joe regardless because of how bad your party was. But when they switched over to Vice President Harris, okay, I'm good with that too. I wasn't mad. Listen, I didn't give a fuck if Joe felt disrespected. You was losing, nigga. Fuck out of here. Now that Biden ain't running no more, you can't talk about Sleepy Joe. You can't do all that bullshit you was doing, not bringing about policies. Nothing like that, because you don't have any. And then if you do got policies, this shit is about dictatorship. It's about telling everybody, we not accepting gays. We're not accepting black people. Civil rights. Immigrants come over here the right way, we still turning you back. That's your whole policy. Ain't about illegal immigrants, bitch. You don't like immigrants that come over here the right way and try to get American status. Legal status. You don't like that. Because you're a fucking racist and a bigot. You don't like gay people because a lot of the people on your side is white homosexuals, they damn self. I'm very sick of these motherfuckers. Nigga, I ain't waking up every day. Oh, there's some gay people in my daughter's school. People, they want to shut down the internet in certain states because it hyper sexualize children. Listen, bitch. To you stupid motherfuckers out there, listen, your kids is already hyper sexualized without the internet. It's your responsibility as a parent to school them. You not gonna listen. I don't know what universe they live in, but a kid gonna be fucking. That's just how it is. And listen, let me just say something to y'all. The more anybody you oppress people from having sex, the more they turn to perverse. Look at the history of it. You see, what they don't talk about is a lot of religious people perverts. Some of them perverts, not all of them. I ain't gonna say a lot of them. Some of them are perverts. Because they ain't getting no pussy. Or they ain't getting no dick. So and it mainly be the men, it don't be the women. But a lot of times the men be fucking these little young boys and little girls. They ain't getting no pussy. Don't talk about that shit. People, let me just say this to all the people out here. Because I don't want to just make it a man thing. Listen, Pussy good. Pussy relieves stress. Sex relieves stress. This whole notion that we deprive people from sex, like on some righteous bullshit. That's why you see so many goddamn pedophiles. The fuck out of here. Love fucking people. Listen, the children. Listen, I tell the young folks, the young children, young folks. I can call them children, but the young folks, they like children, but the young folks. Listen. Always use protection. Understand that even protection don't save you from getting diseases and having the baby, but it helps not to have either one of those things. You're not stopping no fucking young folks from having sex. It's just not happening. It didn't stop it back in the day with me. It didn't stop it before me. It never stopped it. Religion has never stopped people from fucking. Fuck out of here. I'm not saying people who go out here and act crazy having sex, but you talk to your kids, you talk to them about the sex. You tell them, hey, it was some real shit that a dad told his kid one time. I seen some shit on the internet. He said, hey man, you can go ahead and keep fucking, but you have a kid, nigga, your ass is out of here and you taking care of that kid. He told him, I'll take care of it. I do grandpa duties, but I ain't doing parent duties. Nigga. Fuck out of here. You be real with your kids. And stand on business. Tell your kid, you go out there and fuck, you go ahead. Man. Hey, man, I'm not taking care of your kid, man. I did that already. I done took care of you. I'm trying to take care of you. And your siblings and all that shit. Like, I'm not doing that. Nigga, that's your responsibility. I was sitting there talking to one of my co-workers, right? And I ain't seen him in a couple of days, right, working. It was like I had to go to court or whatever. He was like, yeah, man, baby mama drama. I said, man, hey, man. And he a young dude. I was like, hey, man, big up to y'all. I'm so glad and thankful and blessed. Because I was out there fucking like that. But I'm so glad that I don't have that problem. Fuck out of here, man. I can see how that can drive a dude crazy with the baby mama drama. I can see how a motherfucker can. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I can see how a motherfucker lose their mind and kill. I can see that. It ain't no way that I could have dealt with that, especially young. No. I most likely would have been a deadbeat, or I'd have did a Chris Benoit, nigga. I ain't built for that shit. I told you, listen, I'll be honest about shit I ain't built for. I ain't built for baby mama drama, nigga. That's why a lot of times I don't even like people talking to me about that shit. Cause I just like, it ain't because I ain't experienced it or nothing like that. It's not that. It's just, yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. I'm talking about. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp, people. I'm sorry. But people be talking about how women ain't got leeway. Shit, not in the courts. I mean, not in the courts, but you talking about women ain't got no leeway. Shit, in them courts they do. In them courts they do. It don't matter if it's a man or woman on that motherfucking, that's the judge. A woman got a leeway. The fuck out here. And listen. The shit ain't fair now. You let the Republicans get in there. They telling that a woman can't divorce a man and all that other shit. And when it comes to, you know, they trying to change all that shit. And I don't like the system that's up, but shit, I don't like it what the Republicans talking about either. Because let's just be real. We gonna be 100. Ain't no man out here that really can actually take care of no motherfucking kid by themselves. Really can't. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how great of a dad you are. You can't do what a woman can do. Work and take care of a kid? Nah, nigga, you can't do that. First of all, we don't even got the temperament for that. We don't have the temperament. And I'm not knocking great dads that's good dads. Nigga, you can't do that. You still need that woman's touch. Just like that woman, she can't raise that fucking kid by herself either. That's why if she ain't with the baby's father, she out seeking another man to come in to be a man. I mean, be a father figure. Can't raise no fucking kid by yourself, man. It is very rare that a man or a woman can raise a kid by themselves. Regardless if the kid is a boy or a girl. Can't raise no fucking kid like that, man. It's very rare. And there's still going to be some flaws in that kid, even if you raise them without the other sex. It has to be a balance. Has to be. You cannot raise a kid like that, man. You have to, it has to be both parents there. That's why I never understand when women do that shit. When they be like, oh, he ain't shit. Listen, that man is not going to be the other man. You found the better man. I get that. But that better man was for you. It wasn't for your fucking kids. And you should not ever want that man to be better than treating your kids better than the man that created them. And that's vice versa for men. Fuck out of here with that, man. Listen, people, I always give women a props. Single mothers and shit like that. Not even, and they ain't even gotta be single mothers. I give women a props. Listen, it's a certain dynamic with women and children. It's a nurture thing that a man can never ever give a child. We can never ever give that. I don't give a fuck what you niggas talk, what you motherfucking dudes talking about. You can never give that kid that. But it is something that a woman cannot give a child either. And that's feeling protected. You cannot. Nothing you can do. You can be a gun owner. Can shoot that shit. Can be a cop. Woman cop. It doesn't matter. Serve military. It doesn't matter. Listen. That father's protection Whew. A kid needs that. A kid needs that shit. When shit go left, like, I catch this shit with my daughter. My daughter, you know, right connected. Right, her and my wife, they like that. Shit go wrong, nigga, for her. My wife get upset with her or anything go wrong. Daddy. She looking to me to fix it. To protect her. Woman can't do that. Woman can't do that. She don't have that in her. And no disrespect to women, they just don't have that. But that nurturing shit, yes, they have that. And it may sound sexist to some women, but it's not sexist. It's just reality. It's just real shit. Women are nurturers. They can nurture young girls and young boys. They can nurture the shit out of them. And they need that. But protection and knowing that when shit go left and go wrong, they need their daddy. If it's a girl or a boy, they need that shit. They need to know that that shit is there for them. Telling y'all, man. You know the crazy shit about it is that this is how fucked up it is. Let me just be real. Let's see, because everybody that, oh, Kenny might be tripping. No, I ain't tripping. I'll be real about it. I got niggas that's killers. Shooters. Call them. Boom. I need you. Blah, blah, blah. They here. Right? I know that. But at the end of the day, I know a motherfucker that's gonna die for me. This is my niggas, not my wife. And I know she'll shoot and kill a motherfucker for me real quick. But my niggas, it's a male thing. I call my niggas acting niggas the nurture of my daughter or some shit. Niggas be looking at me like I'm crazy. Some will, some might try to do it, but it ain't the same as when a woman does it. If I got a real serious problem like that, nigga, I ain't calling my homegirls, and I know they get busy. Calling my niggas. And they get busy just like my homegirls, they get busy the same, but it's not the same. I love my wife. I know she'll get busy, nigga. My wife will kill you before I kill you. I know that. Love my wife. Feel protected around her. And that's just emotionally she got me. But nah. Hey, nigga, some shit go down. I know she gonna ride. But ain't like your niggas. Ain't like your uncle. Ain't like your dad. I call my dad. I be like, hey, dad. They coming. Call a couple of my cousins. Hey, I know that shit's automatic. They ain't even, nigga, they ain't even no, they not even asking questions about that. My wife gonna ask questions. My niggas not. Cousins, dad is not. I'm on my way. See the difference? And people keep acting like it's not a difference. It is a difference. Just telling y'all. Any child, a girl or a boy, they need to have that. And when a lot of women take that away from men, well, from their children, really, you take that away from them, you setting them up for failure. So now they go out this bitch, like I was at one point in my life, just wilding. Because you start to feel there ain't nobody here for me. riding by myself. I'm out this bitch by myself. Yeah, my mom protect me, but ain't no protection. That's why a lot of these niggas feel vulnerable. That's why a lot of these little young niggas go out here and they shoot and kill niggas all the time. Because they vulnerable. They feel vulnerable. They don't feel like they got a man they can go to and talk to. They don't have that. They don't feel that. They don't feel that shit in their soul. But I ain't feel it. I always tell people this. I never felt protected in my childhood. Ever. And there's no disrespect to my parents, but it just never felt protected. Because they wasn't there. They wasn't a part of my life. I know why my dad, partly why he wasn't there. He wasn't there because my mom wouldn't allow him to be there. Because her love for him and he ain't with me affected him being there for me. I was like, I don't want to be there with you. And he like, that's what she taking me through? Man, fuck her, man. And it's almost I told my dad, when you did that, you said fuck me. Listen, I know plenty of dudes like my dad. And it's crazy because I wish my wife would do that to me. But I know she wouldn't do that to me. A very high percentage, I know she wouldn't do that to me because there's always a percentage that a woman would do that. But I was like, man, the fuck out of here. I wish my wife would do some shit like that to me. Like I told y'all, I ain't like everybody else, nigga. I Chris Benoit the shit out of this shit. You don't know who Chris Benoit is, nigga? A former a wrestler, nigga, took out his whole family. And listen, that's why I said I understand niggas. Hey, man. Shout out to my brother Alvin in the building. What about? Long time no hear, bro. Put my bro up there. What up, bro? Yeah, niggas. Listen. Start picking. I do this. Give me a second. Let's go to a quick commercial break. We're right back. All right, people, back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams. Excuse me, when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there scrolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button when we come in and out of the building. When y'all come in and out of the building, and make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. But yeah, man, I need people to understand that shit, man. Like, I've been seeing a lot of homies and shit. Even now with the young niggas, I be like seeing these niggas be wildin'. They be with that whole baby mama drama shit, and I just be like, yo, I be feeling so blessed that I don't have to deal with that shit and never had to deal with that shit in my life, because that shit would drive me crazy. Because the stories that these motherfuckers be telling me and my temperament of who I am, oh shit. I fuck around, man. Hey, man. Like I told you, I Chris Benoit the shit. I Chris Benoit the fuck out of this shit. That's why I tell my wife all the time how much I appreciate her. Like, seriously. Appreciate the shit around you, man. Dealing with some of the shit I be hearing. Like, nah, nigga. I love my wife, nigga. Her flaws, the little shit that irritate me, nigga, or whatever. Nigga, that, man, fuck all that shit. Here, they shit, hey, babe. Hey, what's up? How you doing today, babe? Shit. Nigga. Woo. Nigga, I go to court. Nigga. And I don't even believe in the justice system. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that, man. Niggas be telling me that shit. I be like, man, hey, man. And the bad part about it is, this is one of those type of things that, like, I have, like, I can talk about, right? I can talk about it, but I don't really have that much experience in it. You know, other than other people I know that been through it. But I don't have no, like, only thing I can tell motherfuckers is, hey, man, stop fucking them hoes. That's all I can say. Or watch who you fucking. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing I can say to people, because I don't have no experience in that. I had never been through that or lived that type of lifestyle other than people around me. You know what I mean? I got blessed and got lucky. I thank the big man upstairs for that, but I thank my wife more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Now listen, people. I wouldn't believe that my wife would do some shit like that to me if we broke up. But shit. Hey, nigga. I done seen niggas together for years. And so I always tell my wife, yeah, it's a percentage that you'll do that shit to me. Especially when you know a nigga like that. You've been a nigga for years like that. Yeah. That's the most, I always told men, this is the most dangerous thing. Right? Being faithful. Right? Because when you faithful like that and that woman know you and you committed, she know everything about you. She know all your flaws. So that's why I tell men all the time, we always gotta be on our shit. Because that woman knows your flaws. Especially when you committed. That's why a lot of dudes be saying, I ain't never getting married. I'm a pimp and all that shit. Because they hear this type of shit that I'm saying. But nigga, like I said, I don't want to be out there. Listen, I ain't never want to go home. I don't never want to come home and ain't nobody in this house. You know what I mean? I don't never want to go home alone. Or you get a chick you have for the night, or you have all these chicks. That shit get old after a while. So there's a good and a bad thing with that. Or being single. But, you know, after a while that shit get old. You know. I used to tell people this all the time, like, yo, I was out. Well, I ain't to tell people that. I tell people this still to the day. I was out there, man. Out fucking like that. Like, different chicks all the time, man. That shit, you know, in your youth, that shit almost got normal to me. Nah, I understand. Like sometimes niggas go out and you older and you just like, yo, that shit. Some dudes are like that, but that shit get old too. Cause now, like, you gotta think about it. Like, as an old motherfucker, you gotta keep putting in this time to try to impress a woman. You know what I mean? All these different ass women. Or I ain't trying to do all that shit. I ain't trying to impress nobody, man. You know what I mean? I gotta keep up this status. I gotta, you know, I gotta dress this way. I gotta keep doing all this shit. Like, you know what I mean? My money, you know what I mean? Nigga, I'm gonna have some down times. My money ain't gonna be right all the time. I need a woman to understand that. This money ain't gonna be right. Are you okay with that? Nah, nigga, because I'm used to you just balling out all the time. And that's how that single life goes. And you ain't getting no pussy. Because, nigga, she used to you balling out. And she don't really respect you. See, niggas think that too. That's another thing I want to put out here to niggas. Or out here to men. Motherfuckers think that these women actually respect you because you balling out. And you buying them all that shit. Yeah, alright. Soon that money run out, she'll run to the next dude that got some money. And we call niggas like you sucker for love ass niggas. Just is what it is. When I was out fucking around, had all this sex and all doing that shit, nigga, I was spending money. Regardless of how I looked at it, listen, nigga, I fuck some prostitutes, but listen, a lot of the young chicks I was fucking too, nigga, I had to spend a couple of dollars. What's the difference? Nigga, I had to spend a couple of dollars to get that pussy. Sit there all, I remember one time I sat there all day. It was this chick, I sat there all day. Buying this chick drinks all day. All day. Now, mind you, she done fucked a whole bunch of niggas in the hood. But I sat there the whole time buying her drinks. And she ain't want to really give me that pussy. See, because I ran into chicks. Because I fucked a lot of chicks that I ain't had to spend a whole bunch of money on. And was like, wanted to give me that pussy. But a lot of times, dude be fucking with chicks. A lot of times, nigga, them chicks don't fuck, they don't like you. They only around you because you spending money. That's all that is. I told y'all I fucked a lot of chicks back in the day. Listen, a lot of that shit, and I say 90% of that shit, I spent money on that pussy. About 10%, a lot of them chicks just wanted to give me some pussy because they was attracted to me, they liked me. The rest of them chicks, no. Hell no. It just gave me pussy. I mean, they gave me pussy because I was buying. I was spending money. 90% of the time. They ain't give a fuck about me, nigga. They ain't like me. They ain't even want to give me no pussy. They probably got a little too intoxicated, probably gave me some pussy. Like, they ain't really give a fuck about me like that. I keep telling you, the one thing about women, they know it's their gift too. They know if they gonna give you some pussy or not. Honestly. Even if they do fuck you for some money. They already know what they gonna do. They just want to see how much money you gonna spend on them. But a lot of you motherfuckers out here be thinking that these women like you. They don't really like you like that. Yeah, man, I had a homeboy tell me, "Oh, nigga, you can't speak on none of this shit." I was trying to tell him like, cause he kept coming to me, bitching, complaining about, nigga, hey, nigga, man, these bitches hurt my pockets. I looked at that nigga, I started like, nigga, you 40-something years old. And you still saying that? Then he was like, "Oh, you can't speak on that, nigga. You been married over there, blah blah blah." I said, "Yeah, you know the difference is though." I said, "Nigga, when I ain't got, my wife step up and take over. That's the difference. All them hoes you trying to impress, I ain't call them hoes, but all them women you trying to impress, nigga, you down. Now your dumb ass gotta go out here and stress yourself out to make all this money, so you can go back the next time to tell her, hey, I got a couple dollars now." What the fuck, nigga? Hey, man. Nigga, I'd rather be a sucker for love for my wife than be a sucker for love for a whole bunch of chicks that don't give a fuck about me. And if I'm down and out, I ain't got no money, my shit ain't right, I don't hear no phone calls. I don't hear nothing from them at all. They ain't even got my back. But I call my wife and say, "Hey, baby, listen, you know." Well, I go to my wife and, "Hey, babe, look, money ain't right this week, you know. Think you can pick up something for me? I got it next time. I got you. I got everything. You can keep your money." I say, "Yeah, babe, I got you. I'm good. I got you. How much you need?" And man, come on, man. Know how good that shit feel? When a woman tell you, "Oh, I got you, baby. I'm good. I got you." You niggas sitting out here keep trying to get all your money to these chicks, cause it make you feel good, cause you fucking different pussy. Okay, cool. Like I said, at the end of the day, I love my mama. I love my dad. They brought me in this world. I love my grandma. I love people that took care of me. The greatest thing that ever happened to me was my daughter and my wife. And she would be number one if my daughter wasn't here. You don't run into too many women like that. That's why a lot of these niggas be out here struggling. That's why they be out here fucking all these chicks, and then they get pregnant, and then they got all these baby mamas, and niggas is out here wilding. They're out here stressing themselves out of their jobs. They hate their job. It might be a good job for them, but they hate it. Because they like, there ain't enough money. You know why there ain't enough money? Because the woman, your baby mama, telling you it ain't enough money for her. That's why there ain't enough. And she probably taking half of your shit. My point is, people, men need to find good women. Because there's plenty of them out here. You remember how they women, you say, we can change men? You can change women too. You can change women. The problem is that some of these women are doing too much of out there hoeing themselves. And a lot of men don't want to put up with that shit. I tell women that all the time. Can't be going out here. Keep that feminist shit all you want, but nobody want to settle down with a hoe. Well, men do it, but you ain't a man. There's certain shit that a woman can do, a man can't do. Respect it. And move the fuck on. I be trying to be real with motherfuckers, man. I be trying to be real. I try to be real. But, you know, people act like I be tripping. Okay, cool. But anyway, people, I'm hit OBF. I hit y'all behind the scenes, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Leave your comments. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.